So Aaryn really thinks that we will forget how disgusting she was on Big Brother. If you guys don't know who Aaryn Williams is, she is an influencer here on YouTube and on Instagram. She is 30 years old with 360,000 subscribers, and she became famous on Big Brother season 15 in 2013. And she was extremely problematic then, and she's extremely problematic now. And I want you guys to know exactly who she is. This stay-at-home mom with her 2 nannies and her Instagram blocking. She's got all the time in the world to block everyone on Instagram, but she cannot utter the words Black Lives Matter. She is very problematic in so many different ways, and as I looked into her past, I was disappointed to see that she has only gotten worse over time. And now she's here back on YouTube and acting like nothing has happened, nothing's gone down, and that everyone just forgot the fact that she not only was very insensitive towards race in the past, but she still hasn't learned her lesson from the beginning, from all the public shaming on Big Brother. So today I'm here to inform you on the dark past of Aaryn Williams. It's for those people who found her on YouTube and, you know, she's your favorite YouTube mommy, and you didn't know she was on Big Brother, and you didn't know she said these things, and you didn't know she doesn't care about coronavirus, and now you're realizing that it's all so clear and that we need to hold some of our influencers responsible. So get ready to pay close attention, grab a snack, and wash it down with some hot tea. So honestly, I was a little bit nervous to do this video because Aaryn Williams is a savage, and I've heard in the past that she has threatened to sue people and that she doesn't like other people talking about her. So today in this video, everything is my opinion, everything's alleged, and everything has a receipt, so there's nothing to even like discuss because I'm not like crossing the line. Let's just make that clear right away. And before we get into the deep stuff like the Big Brother and the Black Lives Matter things, I want to first talk about her response to COVID, because COVID has shook the world. It's definitely changed my life, and I know it has affected your lives because I know personally several people who have lost their battle to COVID. So joking around about COVID or acting like it doesn't exist just isn't cute anymore. Like that was a thing in the beginning, like maybe March, but like nobody does that anymore, yet she definitely does not take it seriously. So she lives in Texas, and I know it's completely different there because I live in the city and it's very serious here, but she was recently at an event and she posted this on her story, and as you can see, no one in this picture has a mask on, and I'm like, hold up, wait, where are they? Like, I know the rules again are different in Texas, but why is this influencer getting away with going outside and doing so many more things when Nikita Dragon over here, she's getting shamed and everyone else, but you know, Aaryn Williams can go take her young children and her husband to events where they are put at risk. We still have no idea what this virus can do to children, and we already know that our elders are going to be affected by it way more than anyone else. But she posts this type of stuff on this app. I don't even know what this app is called, but it's something she promotes and posts about. But she posted this repost where pretty much it states, before you cancel Thanksgiving and Christmas with loved ones, remember that this may be the last holiday you have. We are not guaranteed a single minute on this earth. Stop living in fear and embrace life to its fullest. Okay, I understand, like, okay, we don't want to live in fear, but you also need to logically think that they have created a vaccine quite quickly, and we are moving forward towards a more calm, you know, future, but for now we need to stay safe. And posting this type of stuff when you have 360,000 subscribers to be exact, which is a ton of people, and you're encouraging them to just go to their holidays, like that's the opposite of what CDC, our government, and everyone else is saying to do. Of course, I understand it's hard to like stay away from the holidays, and I'm not the most innocent person either, but like to be an influencer and to promote this behavior shows what type of intentions she has. Someone even confronted her about this and said like, yo, maybe you shouldn't post this, like this is kind of like not okay. And she wrote, it comes off offensive to some, but there are 2 sides to the matter. I understand that this topic can get political, and trust me, I am not getting political on my channel. We stay far away from that because I'm not informed on the politics, but this isn't political at all, and she's trying to make it political, and it makes it seem like, what do you mean there's 2 sides to this? Like, we all need to stay safe. We don't need to be going to events where we don't have our masks on. She also makes posts about joking about coronavirus, which again, not a joke. Like, the people, I actually know people personally who have lost their lives to it, so like when I see a joke about the virus, it's like, I don't know, it's gotta be really funny, and this one just doesn't do it for me, and I just don't think it's okay to joke about this right now because so many people are still mourning the loss of their loved ones. Yet, she's over here taking flights on airplanes, which again, if you have to travel for work, I get it, to go see your family or something, but she is taking her small children on airplanes right now during a global pandemic. Again, we know the elders are affected, but we have no idea what this does to children. And she is taking her small children in the airport on airplanes to go to Disney. Like, are you serious? Why is she putting her family at risk to go to Disney? And I believe, didn't she go with Tara? Or like Tara went around the same time? I don't know. But Tara went, and you guys know, she had her whole placenta eruption. And some people even said that like she going on roller coasters maybe caused that. I have no idea. That's why I didn't say that in the video. But like, I don't know. I just don't think going to Disney anything is probably safe right now. Like, unfortunately, I get it. It seems fun. I've never been to Disney World, Disneyland, Disney anything, but one day maybe I'll go in a corona-free world. And just to remind you, if you don't know where she lies politically, she's made it really clear on this app, whatever this app is again, and she said, posted a tweet that said, to be the man, you gotta beat the man, not cheat the man, which seems like it would be in support of Biden, maybe? I don't know. Like, again, I don't understand politics, but someone wrote Lion Biden in the comments, and I was just like, what is this? But keep in mind, guys, she's a 30-year-old woman. She's educated. She actually studied psychology at Texas State University, which I also studied psychology. But she is a 30-year-old woman who is educated, even though she did make her career on reality TV. She is educated, and she's the type of person to post things like this, which again make me just cringe. She wrote, when your spray tan girl doesn't want to do it, but you want to look like daddy, I'll have a level T tan, please. And I'm like, wait, daddy as in like Trump, or you want to look like daddy as in you are a daddy? Like, what are you talking about? She wrote Trump could never, which I'm like, why are you bringing politics into your post? Maybe she's trying to be funny. I just don't get that type of humor. It's just not my type of humor. And I feel like as a 30-year-old woman, whenever I see this, I cringe. And I'm not trying to be ageist because it's not like I'm the youngest like spring chicken over here. I'm just saying act your age, and it doesn't seem like she does that. She seems to be very immature, and I feel like her being very insensitive towards race reflects how immature she truly is. And just to do a quick recap on who Aaryn is, again, she has 360,000 subscribers here on YouTube. She is also married to her husband named Nick Williams, and they have several children together. And her Big Brother TV reality show experience actually boosted her career, even though her experience on Big Brother was tragic. She was so embarrassing, and the way she talked down to people and talked about other races is incredibly disgusting. And I honestly am making this video for people who don't know who she is, and they see her as a mommy vlogger here on YouTube, and she's just like living her best life, when in fact she made a career off of being a terrible person on Big Brother. And guys, I will be showing you some clips. Hopefully they won't be copyrighted, but the things that she has said are so foul. Like, for instance, she was warned, and the cast was warned, stop saying inappropriate things about race, and 20 minutes later she has a conversation with this other castmate who says Candace is definitely on the dark side of the house because she's already dark, talking about a black castmate. One, who does that? And gross. I hope that everyone who knows whoever GM is knows that she would say something like that. But of course, Aaryn Williams replies, be careful what you say in the dark. You might not be able to see the... Wow. Like, just so... warning her friend that, don't gossip about her in the dark because you may not see her. That is so cringe, and I feel like who even gets to the point where they say something like this? Like, what? What is going on here? And she made a career from doing this. Everything from calling Asian people on the show squinty eyes to telling one of her Asian castmates, Kim, to go make her some rice. And Aaryn Williams is over here trying to make a little mommy career here on YouTube. Like, that's, I can't let that slide. And on the other end of things, she used a black accent to speak to one of her black castmates and used the phrase Aunt Jemima when she talked to her. water. If you guys don't know what that means, it's quite offensive. They removed the syrup for a reason. It's not okay. And it's not okay that Aaryn Williams would use that type of language. Imagine what type of things she says in private. Like, if this is your TV show debut, honey, imagine the disgusting things that she says in her home in Texas in private. But don't worry, guys. Her mom did end up speaking out back in the day when the show was lit. She was on season 15, and that was back in 2013 of Big Brother. And her mom actually spoke out and said, no, my daughter Aaryn, she is not, you know, she doesn't have any issues with race. It's crazy I can't say the ism word because of YouTube, but she has no issues with race, and said that she obviously doesn't because she actually had a black man as her date or boy or whatever for prom back in high school. That was her excuse. I'm so tired of people trying to explain away colorism or, you know, being insensitive towards race like Austin McBroom has by saying, oh, like, you know what, that... Of course I'm not. I have a black friend, or I had a black guy took me to prom, or my mom is black. Just because your mom's black doesn't mean Austin McBroom can't be colorist or whatever. And the same thing with Aaryn. Like, that's such a BS excuse. It's so like 2002, and it's like, oh, sorry ma'am, we're in 2020 now. And honestly, this whole thing with Aaryn Williams has bled out into 2020 because of her ignorance when it comes to Black Lives Matter. But I'll save that for a minute because I want to talk about some of the consequences of her actions on Big Brother. Not only was she gross when it came to race, but she also said things about the gays, calling one of her castmates queer, and I don't know, in a negative connotation, and it's just not cute, and it's not welcomed, and I feel like YouTube is just so much more accepting than this type of person, and I feel like, why is she being celebrated on here? People don't even know the truth about who she is. You guys have to see some of the clips for yourself. Like, I don't understand why this was ever even aired on TV.
Well, she didn't make Asian eyes.
I did her
made
too.
Asian eyes. Hey, shut up. Go make some rice.
Try right.
Alright.
America hates me.
You want crystal ball on your nail? Make you shine like the star in the sky. You look so pretty.
Oh my god.
You say you want long nail. I try and help you.
Thanks.
Why you don't have boyfriend? It's because you don't want long nail. I try to help you. It's only $4 more.
Hey, Aunt Jemima, make me some pancakes.
Yeah, Aunt Jemima.
These people are all interchangeable. Candace, Monet, freaking Libra. They all have the same personality. Annoying as shit, and people can't wait to get rid of them.
Then Candace is already on the dark side because she's already dark, so.
Be careful what you say in the dark, man. I'll be able to see the bitch. Dude, it's just retarded.
I want to put a wet rag over her face and pour water on it.
That was really hard to watch and honestly foul. It just like, I hate the fact that people can get fame and fortune from being so ignorant on TV, online, and just like they're celebrated. They're like literally promoted for it. Big Brother did end up apologizing for her appearance on the show, as they should. They shouldn't ever promote people who are like this on their show because obviously it's gross and we shouldn't celebrate or make these type of people famous. And look where we are now, where she's a YouTube mommy and honestly getting away with everything because they don't know about her past, even though it is out there for everyone to see. She also lost representation from her talent agency and lost her modeling contract because of her actions on Big Brother, which again makes sense to me. Probably like should have happened, and she had some punishment for what she did. But when you look at how she has continued to just write off these issues and deflect, it makes it even worse, and it leaves a bad taste in my mouth knowing that she didn't actually learn her lesson from this all. Like, she lost sponsors. It sucked. Her mom apologized. I'm sure she apologized at some point, but I really only found her mom's apology. And yet, there's still problems in 2020 on whether we know where her stance is on certain issues like Black Lives Matter and just the idea of equality. It's not even the whole Owl Lives and the Black Lives. It's literally just the message of equality, and it doesn't seem like she stands for that either. Or at least we had to really push her to do that. And like I said, her consequences were dealt. She was evicted from the show, and they actually said, I love this little like comment right here. CBS's Big Brother has evicted Aaryn Grease, which is her original name, whose outer beauty was inversely proportional to the ugliness of the things she said, which is just such a beautifully written sentence on your girl. Well, now the successful mommy YouTuber with 2 nannies is over here still dealing with the same issues, even though she should have learned her lesson a few years ago. Earlier this year in June, there was a huge uprising in the United States because people were protesting the police issues that we've been having in our country. I don't even really want to get into the detail, besides you guys know where I stand with when it comes to that. Of course, Black Lives Matter, and I've made videos on that in the past, but when it comes to social media, it was a really interesting time because even I had people who messaged me and were like, make sure you're posting about Black Lives Matter. I was like, girl, I'm already posting. Like, you do not see my posts. But like, people were asking, like, influencers and wanted representation across the board because they wanted to know where you stand when it comes to this very clear message that other people who are, you know, other races should not be disproportionately treated any type of way. Obviously, you can't get into too much detail here on YouTube. Well, Aaryn Williams was silent, dead silent when it came to this, even though she was asked to address it. And she actually had to step away from YouTube and from Instagram because she just couldn't reason or, you know, acknowledge the fact that Black Lives Matter, which is crazy that she just couldn't acknowledge it. Like, seriously, you had to just get off social media because it was so hard for you? During the height of everything, she did post things on her stories talking about, you know, nobody has to pick sides and, you know, doing the black and blue hearts for Blue Lives Matter, which, whatever, I don't even want to touch on the issue. It's totally fine. And then in July, it's not totally fine at all, but you guys know. In July, she posted that she's going to step away from social media. And this was at a time where she's getting constant comments back and forth, time after time, about what's going on here, about her past on Big Brother, because as you guys could see in those videos that she was quite disgusting on Big Brother. At the end of the day, it's just crazy that she would rather step away than just post on her story and say Black Lives Matter and just acknowledge the fact that this is a problem here. Like, it's just... Are you serious? It is that easy, but it's not that easy for her. And she had to go on and later clarify what was going on with the whole situation, and her apology just kind of irks me. Let's go ahead and watch her apology because honestly, I would love to see what she has to say. And even if she like acknowledges the whole Big Brother situation, like please acknowledge it. I would love to hear how you learned, even though she tries to act like she's a brand new person after that whole situation.
Said that one of the things that I was going to do is educate my girls and to make sure that they grow up in an inclusive environment.
Okay.
Because I know what it's like to grow up in an environment that is not inclusive. And that will not be the case for my girls. Like, absolutely not. They're going to know better.
Good.
And my silence does not mean... I'm sorry, I'm shaking because I can't. I keep redoing this over and over because I can't say the right thing.
Wait. Hold up. What are you talking about, sis? She shake. Why is she like one thing that's really weird when it comes to some of these issues like this, like, and it's even when it comes to crime, like interrogations, like if you're shaking and you're so scared you're freaking out, or if you're pulled over by the police and you're freaking out and crying and stuff, like that is suspicious. And like, why can't you just sit here and film this video? You're literally shaking, acknowledging the fact that Black Lives Matter. Like, take a deep breath, girl, and just think about what you actually feel, because putting on this Instagram show is obviously making you a wreck on camera. And even though this apology is old and it's, you know, old news and everything, I'm just giving you guys a whole rundown of her history, and this is a big part of it.
It's not me. I'm sorry, I'm shaking because I can't.
Girl.
I keep redoing this over and over because I can't say the right thing.
A script?
It doesn't mean that I don't care. It means that I'm trying to better myself and not just say the first thing that comes to my mind.
Okay. I mean, that's good, but like...
I've always believed that Black Lives Matter. That's never been a question.
Okay, I mean, that's good. I'm going to accept it because...
Never been a question.
Wait, hold up. It's never been a question. It's never been a question. Like, can we re-roll some Big Brother thing?
Candace is already on the dark side because she's already dark, so. Be careful what you say in the dark, might not be able to see the.
Like, can you imagine how that girl felt when she rewatched it and saw you guys were talking about the darkness of her skin? Like, do you think about that? Like, do you think about the questions we might have about that type of comment? Because those are things that stick with people. Those are things that a bunch of little girls who are dark or whatever color watched it, and they were influenced by your little snippy, snappy, nappy, whatever conversation you had, which was so discussed. And yeah, I feel like we don't know where you stand because your past doesn't match your behavior. And this is all alleged, in my opinion.
Upset that I have blocked people. People that I have blocked have.
That's the thing. She's blocked. When she's the blocking queen, she still blocks all the time, but she blocks people constantly, all the time, because she does not want to see your comments or your opinions. So, if you go leave something, expect to be blocked.
And people just coming into my DMs asking me how I feel or asking me, "Hey, girl, can you just make a statement?" It's not that like that. Those people have not been blocked. The people that have been blocked are the people that come in demanding something from me in the way that they want it said. Because everybody is saying that this is my platform and that I should use it, but only in the way that they want me to use it. The last thing that I'm going to say, you guys, is that I believe in justice for everyone. I believe that Black Lives Matter, and I can at the same time believe that not all cops are bad. I support both. And I think that that's okay. You don't have to agree. We all have our own different individual opinions, and that's what makes this America. We can have our own opinions.
That is true. It is America, and we are able to have our own opinions and make our own choices, which are totally fine, and you've done that. And everything that I'm talking about today is just your own thing that you have posted or participated in, and it's a reflection of your own behavior, and I think that speaks enough for itself. I mean, people on the show did call her Aaryn the Aaryn for some reason, which is, again, so, like, can you imagine being known as that? But she did take her break from YouTube, which was a full moment. Like, she stepped away, she didn't post for a while, and now she is back here on YouTube, and she posted actually last week, and she's posted again since then. But in this video, she talks about why she was gone, and she really doesn't explain too much because there's not too much to say. She left because she didn't want to say Black Lives Matter. Well, she did in that video, but she didn't want to acknowledge it right away, and people were really hurt by that. Her fans were, and she had to step away. And here's what she had to say.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I plan to do, oh my gosh, am I losing a lash? I plan to do a video kind of updating you guys about everything that has been going on since my last video, which was it July? I think my last video was in July, and I plan to do a video updating you guys on everything that has happened between my last video and now. Gosh, what the... I do have clips from different things that we've done since then that I was going to upload, but I just haven't. I wanted to wait to come back to YouTube when I was feeling really good about it and positive and like ready to come back to YouTube, because I took some time off mostly for like a mental health break, because YouTube, while there are so many things about it that I love, there are things about it that I don't love as well, and I just needed a break, and I needed to regroup and a breather, and to just get myself I don't even know what the word would be, but I guess just regroup so that I could come back and be happy to be back. There is so much I could say, but I guess I'll just leave it at that.
I wish she wouldn't leave it at that. I wish she wouldn't leave it at that. Like, why don't you tell us exactly why you left and what's going on, and, you know, give some further detail. But honestly, do we even really care? some people really don't, and that's fine by me. But she is someone who is added onto my list. I'm going to be following Aaryn Williams from now on. And some people think that she's back to YouTube because she is running out of some of that Young Living money, which I doubt. You guys probably do know that she has a whole essential oil Instagram on Instagram, as you guys can see, where she's got her little code and her link, and you can start your journey as a Young and Living representative, which is kind of controversial because, you know, some people it doesn't really work out for. Some people love the oils. Honestly, I could go on about this because the founder, you guys know, is corrupt, but let's just leave it at that. And you guys know that when you are a Young and Living representative as a YouTuber, you get a pretty paycheck because you've got a lot of subscribers, a lot of vulnerable people that you can sign up. And actually, our girl Aaryn is over here at the diamond level, where you guys can see she's at least making 100,000, could be making up to $1 million, and she's making on average $300,000. I'm like, oh my gosh, should I sell these oils? But also, like, no, I have standards. I'm not trying to do that. I know some of you guys love the oils. I love essential oils too. It's just like MLM just irks me the wrong way, and yeah, that's just about it for me. But she's got a pretty penny from that Young and Living, and obviously she is doing her thing on YouTube. She has taken a reality TV career and made it into a business on YouTube and a business online. And it's crazy to think how society and how media works, because people can be big on some type of show or platform or something, and then years later come back as someone new and just create a new identity. And even though she's still currently problematic, and trust me, I will follow up with her from now on, like I said, she has been able to build a huge fan base and has a lot of followers who just don't really care whether she said things about, you know, Asian people on the TV show. They just don't care at all. But I do care, and the reason why I'm making this video is so that people can see who she is, because when they click on her as a YouTuber and, you know, they weren't watching TV back in 2013 and they didn't care about Big Brother, like, they're gonna see this person and they may not know who she really is. So I'm here to just show you guys some of the dark sides of Aaryn Williams today. And it's unfortunate, nobody wants to, like, uncover these things. Obviously, I was kind of bothered and uncomfortable the entire time reading some of the things that she has done, and I'm even more bothered knowing that she's out here acting like she's, you know, the top of the tier, like she's perfectly fine and she didn't do any of this stuff in the past. Like, if you guys are going to make Trisha apologize every single video that she makes, Aaryn Williams should be apologizing as well. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Am I being too sensitive? I know half you guys will say yes, but I want to hear your thoughts on Aaryn Williams. And if you know her previously, you know she's best friends with, like, Tara, and a big part of this mommy community here on YouTube. So leave your thoughts below, and I will see you guys in a new video soon. Bye, guys.